Hey everybody and welcome back to Noisy Works. Today I am at the EU office of Polymaker and right here next to me we have Martin and you have probably met him from Fornext.
Hi guys.
So today we are going to have a look of the EU office and look what's behind the scenes.
Welcome to invite you over here.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, let's have a look around.
I follow you.
Okay. Well, over here we've got the Experience Center, where we can see the printers we most commonly use. We got some bamboos over here, the Crealities.
You have the Max, you have the regular K1,
yes.
I see.
Yeah, we do.
You even have some bamboos, the regular bamboos, and you have a carbon.
Yeah, the carbon is the first one, the first bamboo we got. Printing for a lot of hours over here. Yeah, then we expanded with the P1P and the P1Ss. Yeah, you can see which shelf is being used the most.
Yeah.
And well, at this moment we're also using the Prusas.
Yeah, we have a nice selection of other printers and we are going back in history. We are going from super fast Corex-wise and we have our regular batslingers. I see Anders, we have the MK4, we have the MK3, we even have Delta printers like the FL Sun, the almost OG Ultimaker, so we have a lot of old school printers.
Yes.
And of course, right here in the corner we have a massive Ultimaker.
Yes.
This is actually pretty expensive, right?
It's one of the more expensive machines we've got over here, yes.
How often do you still use it now that you have the bamboos?
Still being used every now and then. The big advantage over the bamboo is of course that you have no purging when you're using the double extruder.
Yeah.
So it's more efficient for your material consumption. Yeah, the quality is very good, of course. Yeah. It'll print a lot slower, but you'll get a very consistent high quality.
Right over there we have another great machine and this is going to be a plug for myself. I have built this thing and it is now smoothing a print of you guys, the Polyman.
The Polyman.
The Polyman.
Or the Polyscientist, however you want to call it.
Polyscientist. So right now it's going in for a second time and yeah, we are going to leave this with you to do some testing.
Yeah.
And if you want to see the video, click right there. We have a whole video about this printer, so but now we are going to continue our tour.
So yeah, here's where we handle all shipments for EMEA, so that's Europe, Asia and Africa.
So these
Middle East
pallets right here are ready to be shipped?
Yeah, they're gonna go to one of our resellers and they handle the shipment to the end consumer.
So you don't have end consumer in mind in Europe right now?
No, we have no means of supplying directly to the consumer. Quite expensive for us.
To be fair, EU is not an easy, it's not a country. We are a group of countries. EU is, yeah.
It's not really feasible to send one spool of filament to, say, Italy.
Yeah.
So and that's why we work with resellers who can then receive a big batch of filament, and then they will supply it to the end consumer.
So we have boxes full of filament spools, but that is not the only thing, right? So you're not only selling filament spools.
No, yeah, we have other materials as well. We sell filament and we sell pellets.
Yeah.
For big additive manufacturing, and we have some hardware products. So,
oh right, cool.
Of course the polisher and then the poly box.
Yeah.
And so yeah, this is the warehouse for Europe.
And you mentioned yesterday that this is actually low on stock. You wouldn't say by looking at it, because there are probably thousands and thousands of spools right now in these boxes.
Yeah. So we moved in here about 1.5 years ago, and yeah, as you can see, everything is nicely stocked. Yeah, we're keeping up with demand. Let's say it like that. Yeah.
There is a lot of demand right now.
There is a lot of demand. Yeah.
Which is great news for you guys.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
All right. Next we can maybe take a look at the labs that they have.
So we got the artilleries. We got the Creality CR10 Max.
Yeah, I have this printer right now in the shop. Almost retired. Yeah, so this is more legendary printers that you got over here, and you are doing some R&D in this compartment.
Yeah, and this is this is the workshop as well. So if we need to make a mess, we do it over here.
Yeah, nice space for it.
Yeah,
you have a big box. Is this a massive industrial dryer?
Yeah. As you can see here, I think this is the temperature And this is the moisture level, so it's at 5.9.
Yeah, it is quite nice.
It's quite dry.
Yeah, super dry.
Yeah, but it's there's a big fan and a big heating unit in there, so it's always dry. Over here we got another creative space. Over here we've got the Christmas castle we've presented at the St. J. Mortimer Festival in Oxford. And yeah, we made a whole intricate system underneath to blow up the snow. Once we've developed the whole system, we tried it first and then it didn't really work. Then we got rid of the whole system and we did just one tube with a compressor, and then it worked like magic.
That is not the only thing that you guys are R&Ding. I see you have a massive dinosaur in the office.
Yeah, well,
which is really cool. So this is a multi-part print that you guys did,
yes,
glued it together, right?
It's this was for the introduction of our silk filaments. So it's been here for a while. Our marketing manager created this piece. Took a lot of work. I think there's a video on YouTube you can check.
Yeah.
Where the process is documented. And,
so you guys don't only make filament, you also do a lot of printing, I see.
Yes.
Which is really cool. You are testing all your own filaments on all kinds of interesting things like dinosaur. We have probably some vase mode prints.
Yes, these are all vase mode.
Yeah, really cool to see. So right over here we have a very interesting object.
Yes.
Please tell me more about this thing.
This is printed by Seed. It's a Dutch company. They do big additive manufacturing. This is printed using one of our pellets grade, is ABS 5022.
Yeah.
And
so those are going to be the big bags. They put it in a hopper and they just print it right out of the nozzle.
And then it's printed first, and then you can see this part is CNC'd after. So you get a very nice, smooth, really matte finish. Which is really cool. Maybe comes a little bit closer. You can see right here that you still have the existing layers right here. So these are what we are getting extra large. If you are dealing with a normal 0.4 nozzle, you are barely going to see anything. This is probably more like a 3 mil thick layer or 2 mil, and then they go after it with an automated machine. Yes. With a bit on it. Yeah. So this is ABS. What really blows my mind is no warping, even for ABS. Yeah, Seed, they're one of the best BAM manufacturers all over the world. They produce really high quality big printers. So, now this is of course a show-off object. What are going to be the practical uses of something like this? This was purely to test. So this one it looks like it does something, but it really doesn't do anything. The applications range from building bridges to boats. There's a big industry at the moment in the Netherlands actually. There's a lot of companies producing boats. Yeah, there's multiple like lighting applications, furniture. Yeah, there's definitely a lot going on in the. Probably also way cheaper than mold making. Making molds. Now you can just put it in a machine, make it nice and smooth. And of course, for smaller batches or customizable batches, then 3D printing is the answer. I can see table legs coming from this. So, well, right now you can't really tell because there's nobody here, Friday afternoon. But yeah, this is where the magic happens for Europe. So here's where the customers get helped through the phone. Here's where we receive orders and we manage our stock. So what really surprises me is that literally every room almost has printed stuff in it. Not only printed stuff, but also weird things like this one. This seems to be some kind of a prototype Delta printer. It is a Delta printer, yes. And that's about everything I can tell you. Okay. To be honest, I have no idea. This machine is pure decoration now. Yeah, this machine has been working for Polymaker a lot longer, I assume, than I have. So yeah, it's a Delta printer. All right. So now we are in another room, and it seems like there are a lot of little gizmos in here. I have the assumption this is going to be to take with you on some kind of an event. Yes, this is some of the prints we've been taking to exhibitions. Not all of them. We have another full room over here where they're still in boxes.
And boxes, yeah. But this is also a little sneak peek of what you guys are bringing on those events.
Yes, yeah, you can find some pieces that have been to Formnext or TCT or yeah, any other exhibition. This one is quite interesting. This PETG printed lampshade.
Yeah.
With the launch of our first clear PETG a few years ago.
Yeah.
3D printed violins. They're printed in Polylite PLA Pro.
Do they work?
They actually work. Yes. I don't know if they're still tuned, and well, I don't know what you call it, but we don't have the.
Yeah.
But they do work.
They work. It's more than enough. All right, so this is going to conclude our tour of the Polymaker office in Europe.
Yes.
Martin, thank you so much for inviting me.
Yeah, well, glad to have you.
I had an absolute great time. And guys, like always, I see you in the next one.
Wait.